This week on Vallo Vision News, the federal government is one step closer to a workplace vaccine mandate. See how Alabama is pushing back. And focusing on the future, how world leaders hope to address the climate change. Vallo Vision News starts right now. Hello and welcome to Vallo Vision News. I am Sydney Young. Thanks so much for watching. The federal government is one step closer to requiring many employers to vaccinate employees or test them weekly for COVID-19 after the Office of Management and Budget completed its review of the emergency rule on Monday. The rule applies to private companies that employ 100 or more workers. Any workers who opt for testing instead of vaccination must wear face coverings at work. Employers that fail to comply can be fined up to nearly $14,000 per violation. Meanwhile, Governor Kay Ivey has joined other governors in the lawsuit against the Biden administration's COVID-19 vaccine mandate, saying it is an example of government overreach. President Biden says the mandate is an important tool to prevent future outbreaks of COVID-19. Other states included in this lawsuit are Idaho, Kansas, South Carolina, Utah, and West Virginia. UM's indoor mask requirement will stay in place for the remainder of this semester. The university announced this decision last week. Shelby County is still seeing high levels of COVID-19 transmission. says it is hopeful to be able to make mask mandates optional next semester. Here's a look at UM's COVID cases. As of last Tuesday, there are only 3 active student cases. That's according to UM's COVID dashboard. There are 2 active employee cases, a slight increase from the week before. UM will release new case number information every Tuesday. Registration for spring and summer 2022 classes is underway. Registration for grad students started today. Seniors and those with priority registration start this Wednesday. Juniors and athletes can register this Friday. Registration for sophomores and freshmen starts next week. You can see those dates on your screen. Remember, you can start signing up for those classes at 7 a.m. on those days. Climate change is in the spotlight today. More than 120 world leaders are in Scotland, setting the tone for 2 weeks of negotiations they hope will produce a global plan to address the climate crisis. Some are calling this the most important international climate summit since the landmark 2015 Paris Climate Accord. Isabel Rosales reports on President Biden's new plan.
Experts say COP26 may be the world's last best chance to address the climate crisis.
That desperate hope is why the world is looking to you.
A report published by the UN in August called a Code Red for Humanity, showing the world is warming faster than previously thought.
We are digging our own graves. Enough of treating nature like a toilet. Enough of burning and drilling and mining our way deeper.
Despite leaders from China and Russia skipping the conference, negotiations will proceed with a goal to produce a plan to rapidly decarbonize the planet.
If we fail, they will not forgive us.
But there is skepticism of promises versus action. 6 G20 countries, including the U.S., never met their targets to cut greenhouse emissions under the 2015 Paris Agreement. President Joe Biden vowing the U.S. will lead the world.
Let this be the moment that we answer history's call.
The White House set to launch a long-term climate strategy to get to net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. As Biden touts climate change measures and his ambitious legislative agenda, currently inching forward on Capitol Hill.
My administration is working overtime to show that our climate commitment is action, not words.
In Washington, Isabel Rosales.
Remember, we've got more news on our social media pages. Just search for Vallo Vision News on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more stories throughout the week. Still ahead on Vallo Vision News. Attention Target shoppers. Black Friday deals are happening now. Why experts say you need to start your Christmas shopping earlier than usual. Plus, talk about a cheesy story. Find out how you can join Kraft's new Mac and Cheese Club. We'll be right back.
Create your future as a social media manager, filmmaker, journalist, and so much more with a degree in communication studies and mass communication. Visit montevallo.edu/COFA for more information. You belong at Montevallo.
Welcome back to Vallo Vision News. Now for a look at this week's consumer headlines. Halloween is over and Target is getting a jump start on Christmas. The retailer started its Black Friday sales Monday. Each week, it will be offering holiday best deals, which are the best prices for the whole season. New deals are released each Sunday. Experts have been recommending people shop early this year because of shortages and supply chain issues. Not all deals will last the whole week. Starbucks is boosting wages for all hourly employees in the U.S. Employees will earn at least $15 an hour, with the hourly rate ranging from $15 to $23 based on tenure and market. People who have worked for the coffee giant for 2 or more years could get up to a 5% raise, while workers of 5 years or more could see up to a 10% raise beginning in late January. Costco is also raising its hourly wage to $17 an hour, making this the second hike in pay this year. In February, the company raised its hourly wages to $16 an hour. This new pay bump is almost $2 above Amazon, Target, and other top retailers. And finally today, Kraft Mac and Cheese fans are drooling over a chance to test out new flavors. The company just announced they were now introducing an exclusive flavors club, where members can be the first to try their new seasoning blends before they're released to stores. To become a member, you must sign up on Kraft's website and then stay tuned on social media drops. Remember, there's always more news 24/7 on our social media pages. Just search for Vallo Vision News on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more stories throughout the week. That's all the time we have for today's show. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in to Vallo Vision News again next week.